Hi, my name is Manpreet. I'm here to present a curricular experience with moving. So, the video I have chosen for this is Bluey's episode of Army. This scene is about two dogs, Rusty and Jack. The scene is about first day of Jack in his new school. So the observations of this episode are as follows. At the beginning, Jack entered the school with full excitement. When Calypso tells him to play in the playground, he enters the playground running and his arm swinging. When Rusty was testing him if he is able to play with him, he responds to Stan's attention by standing upright with feet firmly placed. Also, he responds to the directional cues by responding to left and right directions. When he is asked to get down, he crawls through the grass, coordinating arms and legs. He participates in push ups, strengthening his torso. When he is asked to run on the uneven grounds, he shows confidence. When he was acting as sentry, he maintained stillness and remained active. He successfully imitated Rusty's hand gestures and gradually responded to them. For instance, stop, get down, move over there. Also, he recalls and repeats places names such as Hill 4, Hill 6, and Tango 7. He gradually started to understand the non-verbal cues. So the strength highlighted in this video are as follows. He demonstrated persistence in physical actions like running and crawling. He showed ability to follow multi-step instructions. He imitated and remembered non-verbal gestures. He used memory and language to play. He displayed spatial awareness by navigating the locations. He showed curiosity for learning new things. So, the key analysis include movement as meaning making, as children combine gestures, spoken labels, and postures. Through this, memory and language are scaffolded. Peer scaffold learning, as in this video, Jack learns from his more experienced peer Rusty and follows him fluently. This shows social apprenticeship and zone of proximal development. So, therefore, movement is not only individual but social. Space provided shapes choices. The outdoor terrain and simple object affordances that invite running, crawling, and lookout postures. Children use this for creating roles. Movement as a small scale politics commands followers and leaders in game enact relationships. So this reflect how movement can enact social orders. For the strength-based analysis, I have came up with a few points. The first is gross motor competence, which was supported by running, crawling, getting up and down simultaneously. The second is social learning, as peer-supported learning is seen. The third is spatial awareness, coordinated by names of locations and landmarks. The last one is role negotiation, such as taking turns to lead and follow. For the ready next learning, educators can invite and encourage children to design and invent their own verbal gestures. This will foster symbolic learning, inclusivity, and motor sequencing. They can also encourage children to mark and map routes with loose paths, which will develop their execution, planning, and cooperation skills. Alternative entry points can be built to make the play accessible for children with special needs. Along with enhancing movements in the video, there were some restrictive movements. The enhancing movements were open, varied terrain, and meaningful roles, um, which enhances sustained varied movement and self-regulated behavior. As for the restricted movement, it was overly prescriptive adult instruction or no loose parts included. These factors can reduce the risk taking chance to construct movement languages. The EYLF links are EYLF outcome 1, outcome 3, outcome 4, and outcome 5, as you can see on the screen. So, the next is the curricular experience, which is called Adventure Play with Ropes, Clothes, and Loose Parts. The learning intention of this is to provide open ended opportunities for children to explore gross and motor skills, to foster collaboration and negotiation, to strengthen identity making and agency of children, to allow movement of children to emerge as political and communicative. So, the materials required for this activity are ropes, can be made of jute, ribbons, and or any fabric. Then cardboards of any size, mats and cushions. Then natural loose parts such as sticks, leaves, stones, or shells. The environment setup should be in such a way that children can run, climb, or drag freely. There must not be any preset stations. The materials should be placed freely all over rather than placing it in one place. Educators should ensure safety to children but not pre-estimate the outcomes. To start the activity, place the materials all over the play area, then invite children by asking questions such as what can these materials be used for, or in what way these materials can be used. Then children choose how to use those objects. The ropes can act as army gears, boxes can act as hideout, totally depending on the creativity of children. Educators can provide help if needed, such as tying the ropes or scaffold negotiation in rule crisis. At the next one is the EYLF links. The activity links with EYLF outcome 1 identity and EYLF outcome 2 community. The theoretical links of this unit are movement as communication, movement as political, and the child-led movement. Here are the references. The image references are mentioned alongside. Thank you for listening.